Penn State's coaching search is in shambles. The program's margin for error has all but disappeared, they say. And yet, here I am. I'll admit my application ended up in the finalist folders by accident. See, some intern mixed up the files. But by the time anyone noticed, I'd already dazzled the search committee with what one anonymous trustee called the most unhinged football philosophy we've ever encountered. I've got my blue and white Penn State shirt on because my candidacy has divided the fan base. Some call me a visionary. Others have called campus police. But everyone agrees on one thing. I'm creative. Here are the 12 unconventional strategies that have made me Penn State's most talked about dark horse and will put the Nittany Lions back on top. Number 1, the emotional support livestock. Yes, I'm replacing the traditional Nittany Lion mascot with the live emotional support cow named Barbara, who will graze freely on the sideline. Players perform better when they can pet something calming between drives. I've already trademarked Moo, our Penn State. Number 2, chaos formation offense, my signature play. All 11 players line up in a random huddle formation, then sprint to completely different positions. Every snap based on a color called out by the punter. If we don't know where we're going, how could the defense possibly know? It's brilliant. Now, when the committee asked about practice efficiency, I shrugged and said, Practice is for people who lack faith. Number 3, mandatory interpretive dance warm-ups. Gone. Our traditional stretching routines. Come on, how about under my program? Players will begin each practice with 45 minutes of interpretive dance set to whale sounds. Football is violence, but violence without emotional vulnerability is just assault. Number 4, the reverse psychology recruiting pitch. Rather than selling recruits on Penn State's tradition, the blue and white, and the facilities, I've pioneered a technique where I tell 5-star prospects they're probably not tough enough for this program. Yeah. And then refuse to return their calls for 6 weeks. Desire is manufactured through scarcity. I've already lost 14 recruits and gained 1 very confused kicker from Delaware. That's progress. Number 5, 4th down only offense. My offensive philosophy is simple. Never punt, never kick field goals, and never, under any circumstances, settle for first downs. First downs are just delayed failures. I go for it on 4th down from my own end zone every time. Fear is a choice. Number 6, the silent treatment. Defensive scheme. See, my defensive players are forbidden from speaking, gesturing, or making eye contact with opposing offenses. They simply stare blankly ahead, refusing to acknowledge the existence of the play. Quarterbacks thrive on feedback. We give them nothing. We are emotional voids. Number 7, training camp at an undisclosed IKEA. Rather than holding fall camp at traditional facilities, I'm proposing a 2-week immersion experience inside a closed IKEA warehouse. Players will assemble furniture under time pressure, navigate confusing floor plans, and learn to function as a unit while subsisting entirely on Swedish meatballs. If you can build a Malm dresser with 11 strangers, you can execute a screen pass. Number 8, the compliment blitz. This is my signature defensive pressure package. It involves linebackers shouting sincere, personalized compliments at the quarterback during the snap. Hey, man, your haircut looks great. You seem like a thoughtful person. See, now the goal is paralyzing cognitive dissonance. No one knows how to react to unexpected compliments. It's psychological warfare, but wholesome. Number 9, halftime adjustments via group horoscope reading. See, guys, I don't believe in traditional halftime film review. Boring. Instead, I've hired a staff astrologer who reads the team's collective horoscope and adjusts the game plan based on Mercury's position. Football is celestial, guys. The planets don't lie, except, sometimes Neptune, but Neptune's a real wild card, okay? Number 10, the aggressive hospitality punt return unit. So when the opposing team punts, my return unit will completely ignore the ball and instead sprint directly toward the opposing bench, offering refreshments. That's right, water bottles, orange slices, warm towels. The punt returner, meanwhile, catches the ball in total solitude while everyone is distracted by the chaos. I call it Southern manners football. We will kill them with kindness, then house the punt. Number 11, film study conducted entirely in the dark. My players won't match game film in a traditional film room with screens and projectors. Instead, I'll describe the plays aloud in a pitch-black auditorium while they visualize in their mind. See, the linebacker is blitzing. You can feel him blitzing. He's wearing disappointment like a bad cologne. This builds imagination, focus, and an extremely unsettling team bond. Also, it saves on electricity. Sustainability matters. Number 12, victory formation, the hug, my most controversial innovation. When Penn State takes a knee to run out the clock, all 11 players will embrace in a group hug at the line of scrimmage rather than executing a traditional formation. Why? Well, because winning isn't about domination. It's about connection. Also, it's really hard to strip the ball when you're being hugged by a 300-pound offensive lineman named Todd. The committee's reaction. Sources say the search committee is deeply divided. That's what they tell me. That's what my sources tell me. Some believe I represent exactly the kind of innovative thinking Penn State needs to compete in the modern era. Of course I'm right. But others have suggested my application was actually a prank by rogue Ohio State boosters. Hey, either way, I don't care. I've outlasted Kalani Sitake. When reached for comment, interim coach Terry Smith simply stared into the distance and whispered, well, at least I know where the IKEA is. Your move, Pat Kraft. I'll be waiting by the phone. Barbara sends her regards. This is Paterno. This is Joe. This is Joe Paterno's house. Hire me.